Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on the show, and I'm here to talk about Game 3 of the American League Championship Series. Just when you thought it was finished, it ain't over yet. The Toronto Blue Jays, backs against the wall. They have a big, huge offensive game. 18 hits, 13 runs tonight, 8 runs off George Kirby. He was awful tonight, leaving pitches all left and right over the plate, it felt like, and they were getting crushed. Once they give that 2-run homer to Jimenez, I'm like, it's going to be a rough start for George Kirby, and it was. You know, started off good for the Seattle Mariners. You got the energy after that 2-run homer by Julio Rodriguez. He had scored this inning, then he hit a 2-run homer. Oh, but then here's Andres Jimenez hitting a 2-run homer, and then the rest of the Blue Jays offense was just fantastic. Vladdy had a 4-hit game. He homered. Springer homered. Kirk homered. Barger, Jimenez, Shane Bieber delivered one of his best starts of his young Blue Jays career. With 6 innings tonight, he gave it that 2-run home run to the start of the ball game, but after that, he was pretty much perfect the rest of the night. In the 6 innings he pitched. The offense got him a big lead to help, but he went 6 innings, 4 hits, 2 earned runs, 1 walk, 8 strikeouts. His second highest K total since returning from Tommy John surgery. So fantastic outing by Shane Bieber, man. Had a bit of a rough outing there against the New York Yankees, but he bounced back tonight in a huge spot with his team down 2-0, but the offense, though, was great, for sure. Well, let's talk about George Kirby, man. Shane Bieber was great. 8 strikeouts in those 6 innings. He pitched. Garney traded him away for basically nothing, but George Kirby, disappointing outing, man. 4 innings, 8 hits, 8 earned runs, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts from George Kirby tonight. 4 innings, 8 hits, and 8 runs. He had a 1.5 ERA in 4 postseason appearances coming into this game, and just didn't have it tonight. Simple as that. Just never had it. That was not the start they needed, for sure. Like, they're still up 2-1 in the series, but man, that was a rough game for them, man. Pitching got absolutely lit up. You know, Yankees fans were like, oh, Vladdy, he done so good against the Yankees, and he's playing like shit against the Mariners. Well, in ALCS Game 3 on the road tonight, 4 for 4, a homer, 2 doubles, a walk, scored 3 runs, and up to a 1.479 OPS this season. You know, he got a rough first 2 games, but he showed out tonight with a 4 for 4 game. I wonder where the Yankees fans will be now, the stinky fans. They won't have a comment on that. 4 for 4. What a game from Vladimir Guerrero. But just his whole offense in general, man, was fantastic. 18 total hits as a team. Springer had 3. Vladdy had 4. Kirk with 2. Varsho with 2. Clement with 2. Jimenez 3. And Vladdy hit his 4th home run of the postseason. I thought it was robbed for a second, but it was a homer. But it was that 3rd inning, man. Seattle had that 2-0 lead, but then 3rd inning goes like this, man. It goes double, home run, fly out, single, double, ground out, walk, double. And then all of a sudden, it's 5-2. After that, it was 2-0, but all of a sudden you look, 5-2. So, he collapsed real quick. Feel the home field, man, in these championship series. Dodgers won the first 2 on the road. The Mariners won the first 2 on the road. And the Blue Jays won the first game on the road. It's just crazy how these teams aren't winning at home. But yeah, it was that 5th inning that they got that Blue Jays offense into rhythm once they got hot off George Kirby. But yeah, let's go over these bullpens. Rain Fisher, 1 inning, 1 hit, no runs, no walks, no strikeouts. Ariel Rodriguez, 1 inning, 2 hits, 2 runs, no walks, 1 strikeout. He gave it back-to-back homers, but it's like 12-2. garbage time homers. Mason flew Hardy, 1 inning, 1 hit, no runs, no walks, and he strikes out 1. For the Seattle Mariners, Carlos Vargas, 1 inning, 4 hits, 2 runs, no walks, no strikeouts. Cale Ferguson, 2 innings, 3 hits, 2 runs, 1 walk, and 2 strikeouts. Luke Jackson, 2 innings, 3 hits, 1 run, no walks, and 1 strikeout. So there's the pitching by these bullpens. Let's talk about these. Let's go over this Blue Jays offense, man. Springer, 3 for 6, an RBI with a solo homer, a 3-hit game from George Springer. Nathan Lukes, 1 for 6, an RBI. Vladdy, 4 for 4, a walk, an RBI with a solo homer. Scored actually 3 runs. Actually 3 runs. Santander, 0 for 2, a walk, and a run scored. Alejandro Kurt, 2 for 4, a walk, 3 RBIs with a homer, scored 2 runs. Varsho, 2 for 5, 2 RBIs for Dalton Varsho. Barger, 1 for 5, an RBI with a solo homer. Clement, 2 for 5, an RBI. He's been fantastic this postseason. He's hit like 500 or something like that. And Jimenez, 3 for 5, 2 RBIs with a homer, gets a 2-run home run. Man, the bottom of that lineup, man, Clement and Jimenez combined 5 for 10. But just the whole lineup cooked overall, man. A total of, 5 homers by this Blue Jays offense. If I'm a Mariners fan, I won't be too concerned because it's just one game, and the Blue Jays offense was really damn good, man. From top to bottom, they were going to have a game like this. I mean, there's too much firepower in this lineup and how they've been all season that they were going to have a game like this. You know, it is disappointing for sure because you come up, you win both games in a row, you go home, you're like, and you get that good start, you're like, oh yeah, we're going to go up 3-0, but then the final score ends up 13-4. But I won't be too concerned yet. But if the Blue Jays continue to do this tomorrow and win, we're going to have us a series, man. But the Blue Jays aren't out of it yet. If they win tomorrow, they're fully back in this series. But for Seattle, let's go over the hitting here. Rosarena, 1 for 3, a walk, and RBI with a solo homer, scored 2 runs. Cal Raleigh, 1 for 4, an RBI with a solo homer. Excuse me. Julio Rodriguez, 2 for 4, 2 RBIs, the homers. The top 3 in the lineup with homers, but the other 2 were when it was like 12-2 or something. Jorge Polanco, 1 for 3. Josh Naylor, 0 for 3. Eugenio Suarez, 1 for 4. Canzone, 0 for 3. Robles, 0 for 4. And Crawford, 1 for 3. Pinch hitters, Garver was 0 for 1. Harry Ford, 1 for 1. And Rivas was 0 for 1. Let's go over the team stats. Seattle standings 2-1. Blue Jays 1-2. Seattle still has a 2-1 lead as we go to Game 4. Let's go over the team stats now. Toronto had 18 hits, 13 runs, no errors, 5 in the third, the big inning right there, 1 in the fourth, 2 in the fifth, 4 in the sixth, 3 through 6 innings just completely went off. No, 1 run in the ninth. So they scored in 5 out of the 9 innings. My lord, they were on fire tonight. Seattle, 8 hits, 4 runs, 1 error, 2 in the first, 2 in the eighth. That's where they got their 4 runs behind the first. Julio Rodriguez hits a 2-run homer, makes it 2-0, but here comes the top of the third. Jimenez with a 2-run homer, a wild pitch by Kirby, makes it 3-2, and then a 2-run double by Varsho. Top of the fourth, Springer hits a solo homer. Then the top of the fifth, Vladdy homers, and then Clement with an RBI single. Top of the sixth, Lukes with a ground out to score a run, and then Alejandro Kurt with a 2-run homer. Bottom of the eighth, Rosarena with a solo homer, and Raleigh with a solo homer back-to-back, makes it 12-4, and then Barger with a solo homer makes it 13-4, your final score. As the Blue Jays, man, back against the wall, kind of wasn't looking good, or I shouldn't say kind of, it was really looking bad through the first 2 games, man. Their offense was shit, their pitching sucked, but their offense really provided that, and their pitching was good, specifically Shane Bieber. So backs against the walls, their offense was able to show out, and not a friendly hitter's park, and they had 18 hits and 13 runs, but Game 4, 8:33 Eastern, I think, on FS1, it'll be Max Scherzer and Luis Castillo. So thank God, at least for them, they won tonight in case Max Scherzer's a blow-up game tomorrow. But yeah, tomorrow, what time is the game? 8:33 Eastern for Game 4 of this best-of-7 series. Great night at the plate. Great pitching performance from Shane Bieber. And that's really all I gotta say here, man. We'll see what Max Scherzer can do, man. See if he can be that old Mad Max and have a turn the clock back and have a vintage Max Scherzer outing. But the Mariners lose game 3. I won't say the score. Well, I already did, but I'm not going to say it again because it was ugly. They still have home field advantage in the series. You can clinch with next 2 wins at home, but the Blue Jays aren't going to go out. Aren't going to go down without a fight. So, yeah, I thought I'd say here. Leave a like, subscribe for more. Peace.